And what is up, everybody? You are tuned in to Binge Buddies. I am your host and producer for the day, Tony.
Look at your face.
As always, yeah, we go. There we go, dude.
Right behind Mike. Look at that face. Oh, back to your
back
face.
Back to my face.
Face to face.
And Manny is a new daddy. What's up, dude?
Yo. Hey. Happy New Year, buddy.
Let's go. Happy New Year to
Happy
everybody,
New Year
baby.
To you and everybody out
happy
there.
New baby. Happy new baby.
Happy new baby.
Happy new baby, dude.
Yes.
If no one, everyone's gonna know it now. Everyone's gonna know.
Everyone in the world knows that.
Everyone's gonna know now
too.
Man's got a second child, dude.
I do,
which is great. Love to see that.
Look at the reverb. I know, number 2, baby.
Look at the reverb.
Now it's time to really start watching a lot more TV and movies because I'm gonna be stuck with that little boy.
That's right, dude.
But it's good. It's good. We're here
pumped.
For this.
I'm pumped. Everything is there,
right
dude. You are probably rocking in the new year the most, dude.
Yeah, because I went to bed at 6 that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am refreshed. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're refreshed.
Yeah,
because we got a big episode for you guys today. Obviously, 2024 has just begun. And we have a year, another year of movies and televisions to cover. And us here at Binge Buddies are super stoked to do it with you guys at home.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk our most anticipated movies of the year, go down that list, as well as talking about a few movies that we watched, I guess, either over the break, new ones, old ones even as well. But I figured, before we get to our most anticipated movies, we'll get to some comments as we have 5 off the top, all from
Josh
one
B.
person. He says, "Yo, what up, fam? Happy New Year, welcome back." He says, "New dad? Question mark. Congrats, Manny.
It was a double dad.
So
club,
awesome."
Man.
And he says, "Welcome to the Double Dad Club." I believe Josh B has 2 daughters.
I got 2 sons. So
so think about that, dude.
I got 2 little dudes.
And then my mother says, "Hi, fellas. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mom. Snow coming on the weekend," she says.
My son will be excited. He's been
asking
Which one?
For snow.
The oldest. He's been asking for snow since the beginning of December.
Really?
I'm like, homie, it's going to come at some point. I promise. Because it's not Christmas. I'm like, it is.
Oh man, he's gonna probably want more presents when the winter comes.
No, he can
when the snow comes.
He got all his presents.
Dude, I have no doubt in my mind that he got everything he wanted
so
and more, dude.
Yeah, a lot more. Not from me.
No, dude. In my experience, it's always the grandparents. I feel like come in hot.
Yeah.
You know
what's up?
He's got another sub.
No,
another sub, dude. Let's go.
Slingshot.
Yeah, dude.
Woo. You love TikTok Live here, honestly.
Who does?
Everybody.
Really?
Everybody.
Don't speak for me.
Oh, we're speaking.
No, I have a good time with it. Yeah. I enjoyed it a little bit, dude.
Alex Rose says 2024 movies.
Who?
2024 movies.
Alex Rose.
Alex
Hop
Rose,
on YouTube
dude. Hello,
and
Alex.
watch the show.
By the way, speaking of Alex,
because we're talking about it, baby.
Yeah, honestly, I'm on YouTube right now, dude.
Yeah,
let's go, dude. And then, of course, congrats, Manny. By the way, my mother says, and she says 2 boys are nice. And she's speaking from experience.
Yeah, I guess
because she has 2 boys.
She does.
And then Josh B says definitely I am a girl dad. He says 5 years old and 3 years old.
Yep.
Oh, that's cute, dude. Good for.
It's good.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
Really good.
Really good.
All right, dude. Let's buckle down here. 2024.
Let's get serious.
All right. We don't fuck around in 2024.
No, we do not.
All right, let's go. We're gonna run down this list of I guess there's 50, I believe.
It's 50. There's a lot.
Anticipated movies. I mean, again, a whole year of things to go over.
Yeah, I'm more intrigued at this list sometimes because I'm seeing some where I'm like, really anticipating, or is just like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. So this list we have is courtesy of Variety.com, which is reputable. I suppose
to an extent.
But we're gonna knock down some of these movies and tell you what we're anticipating. Because I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm looking at number 1,
and I'm not anticipating.
And the number 1 on their list, which again it may not be in any specific order.
If I remember correctly, reading through this, I think it might be in chronological order.
It would make sense because this one's January, February.
Check to see.
February later.
Yeah, that's exactly what March. It is. So this is in chronological order based off of.
Well, that helps us out a lot.
A lot. So we're working from the closest one coming out, which I believe January 12th.
January 12th, Mean Girls. Not anticipating.
Not at all.
So I would say not anticipating. I mean, even just by this image alone,
I just don't
dude.
understand why redo it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the
And-
original it covered everybody.
Oh my god, what's
Everybody
her,
watched it.
The hell's her name?
Which one?
Who wrote Mean Girls?
Tina Fey?
Tina Fey, yeah. Because she's doing this one too.
I know. That's
Like,
why I was more confused.
I
I'm
know,
like,
that's what confuses me.
I'm like, why are you redoing something that you crushed?
I know, dude. Did you be mad? By the way, it says yes, dude.
It's kind of throws me off.
Yeah,
so I'm not
so
really
not
that
good.
excited.
However, Argyle, February 2nd. I am pumped for this one.
I am too. Matthew
Henry
Vaughn.
Cavill,
Yeah.
I feel bad for.
Why?
Because I feel like his whole like when he was The Witcher, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do The Witcher anymore because I'm gonna go be Superman."
Yeah.
And then DC, James Gunn is now
Uh-huh.
the CEO, and he goes, "Oh, we're not gonna do any of that." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then now he was out of The Witcher, out of Superman, just like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of
but
feel bad for him a little bit.
I don't, dude.
I
He
feel
was
like-
he was doing stuff with Tom Cruise.
Oh no, yeah, no, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did Mission Impossible.
I think he's bounced back, and he's not. It's not
Yes.
like it's his fault. You know.
No, that's why I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
It's
so,
because it's
like-
not his fault.
Yeah, but that's
And he's one of the. I mean, you heard him talk about playing both those roles, and he loves it. He's such a nerdy guy, dude.
Yeah,
He's doing the Warhammer movie, I believe, too. Now he
that'll be
plays Warhammer frequently.
I'm telling you, man.
It'll be
It's-
great. So I'm happy to see him get another role like this, where it's like, what was that movie he did with the guy who played the Winklevoss twins? From Russia with Love, right?
Oh,
Did he
From
do From
Russia
Russia with Love?
I'm
No,
not
it
sure.
wasn't From Russia with Love. It was
I will say this though.
with the
Look,
KGB. No, it was From Russia with Love.
look, it was Russia with Love. Henry Cavill, Superman, Justice League, and the
God,
Six.
you all, come on, dudes.
I
Oh no,
forgot
the man from Uncle.
The Man from Uncle.
That's what it
yeah,
was.
Yeah. You know what?
That movie was good, dude.
I
thoroughly
started
enjoyed
watching
that.
that movie again because who's the director of that movie?
I don't remember.
Is it the director or the
Guy.
writer?
Oh, it's Guy Ritchie.
It is Guy Ritchie. So Guy Ritchie did it, but the writer of the story, I watched another movie.
Well, The Man from Uncle is a remake.
But I can't
Right.
remember what I. Either way, I started
Screenplay.
rewatching it again, and it's good. Screenplay. It's based off of something though.
The Man from Uncle,
Yeah,
or it's based off a book.
yeah, and the book is by an author that I think I read something else from. That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to
yeah,
remember
dude.
why,
That's
but
so
I can't
good.
remember what the hell it is. Who cares?
Book.
Moving on.
The Man from Uncle, 1965,
65.
by Michael Avallone.
Avalon. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember now.
That's all right, dude.
Either way,
But I feel like he gives me that James Bond type of vibe
Yeah.
almost.
but look at
And
that.
it is ironically enough,
Look at the cast.
Dua
Read
Lipa,
that
John
cast.
Cena, Samuel Jackson, Bryce Dallas Howard,
What?
who, and then I forget who plays her mom, but I don't know if you remember the trailer. We watched it.
Argyle.
It's a book. Argyle is the book, and
It's a
she
book.
writes the book, and it's coming true.
It's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what was it? Seven Psychopaths. You remember that movie?
With Christopher Walken and yes,
and Farrell, right?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Dude, that movie was hysterical.
Yeah, that
movie
was hysterical.
brilliant. It was just like
I have to watch
twists
it
and
again.
turns, and in
Yeah.
the end, like it all comes around.
Mhm.
You're like, oh shit!
So Argyle, February 2nd.
Which is
I
also
am
my birthday.
1 month
bitch.
away. Wow, dude. I'm a birthday bitch.
I'm a birthday bitch. I'm a birthday bitch. But yeah.
Explain it to me.
I'm a
It's
birthday
phenomenal.
bitch.
It's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, we have another impromptu question.
Another
Michael, what's up?
impromptu
TikTok,
question.
what's up?
Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Oh, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I knew someone did that.
I know. He
Favorite
does.
Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
For everybody watching on YouTube, we also are on TikTok
Um,
Live, and Mr. Mikey Mike comes
that's
in
a
every
tough
time we
one.
got a question. So
I mean, when I was a kid,
let's see.
I mean, I was a big Dark Magician kid, I guess.
Ooh,
Blackluster Soldier was pretty dope. Blackluster Soldier is really dope.
I don't know any of these.
I would go Gate Guardian.
Gate Guardian. What is these?
Gate Guardian.
Uh-oh.
'cause that was
we
some-
just lost. We just lost you. We just lost you. Now it's
Yo.
just me.
Oh,
No,
what the
it's just
fuck? Dude,
me.
can you replace his battery?
Dude.
Real quick?
Giving us like mad roses right now.
Dude, I
No
love
way.
roses.
Because of Gate Guardian?
Yo, I'm not even joking. It's like a 92, 96, 90. Oh,
Hey.
Whoa, dude.
Dude, this is like The Bachelor.
Can you replace the battery real quick?
Sorry,
please?
we lost Tony. We lost Tony.
Yo, Matt, he just got us to our goal.
Dude, we're hitting goals today.
Matt Gabriel?
No, this is Matt to the 90s.
Matt to the 90s is
Started
killing
his
it right
content
now.
creating journey,
That's crazy.
and he found us, and he's super inspired.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what we're here for.
Wow. That's a
Let's
movie.
change batteries so we can
Let's
see
change
some
batteries, though.
Mr. Tone.
Hey, folks,
He's gonna change batteries.
Change batteries
folks.
real quick.
Folks.
You guys can watch Michael change
You guys
batteries.
can just watch.
He's.
Look at that.
Oh, what are you doing? Just
Look at him.
yeah.
Just.
It's not like
Because now you gotta redo the shot.
No, he's
now.
gotta redo the
Oh,
shot and
dude.
everything. Tony, hit up the comments. What do we got?
We have actually comments from the Instagram.
The Instagram.
A-Teeks. Anyone know A-Teeks on Instagram? Look him up. I don't know who he is. But he says, are we that old that we're getting a Mean Girls remake?
We
LOL.
are, dude.
I guess we are, which is, but again, A-Teeks. And if you're new here, dude, appreciate you joining here on Instagram.
I don't even think it's
I
that
don't recognize your handle.
I don't think it's that we're too old that they're remaking it. I
It's-
just don't understand why she is remaking it.
Yeah, it's just, and we've
It's
seen
so
so many
lame.
ridiculous remakes recently too. Like, why? It's not even
Exactly.
about that. It's like old enough to be, oh, it's time to make a remake. It's just, yeah, great.
It's just not.
Thank you.
There's no reason
Um,
for it.
Yeah, no, there's no reason
reason
for it at all. And then he says, A-Teeks says the Schneider Justice League is the one that should have came out initially.
Well, of course.
And I totally agree. I think I am a big proponent of the Schneider
Yeah.
cut of the Justice League.
Tony loves it.
Um,
I watched it, but for me, it was too much. For someone that's not into it that
Mhm.
much, it was a little too long.
Right.
I love movies though, and I
Mhm.
love the super, so I enjoy it kind of, but
Mhm.
not like you did, because I know you really, really like it.
I really, because it's just so much better than the first one they put out. And I forget who's the guy who took over for Schneider. I forget who.
Doesn't even, that's the thing.
Um,
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
even matter.
Because I mean, what just an absolute shit show. And I do love the Justice League,
Yeah.
and I hate that it didn't get, no pun intended. It was done a misjustice.
Yeah.
An injustice.
Injustice.
By releasing that cut, because you had such a terrible time. Like Warner Brothers, I guess, had a terrible time with Zack Snyder for whatever reason.
yeah.
Obviously, we don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Politics,
but for the
baby.
most part, it seems like Warner Brothers just absolutely botched it, because Snyder was like, hey, this is how it should be. I wrote it like this. Like, this is how I'm shooting it.
Yeah.
And then halfway through, they're like,
Nah, dog.
nah. Because he
Nope.
submitted his first draft.
Oh, I know.
And they were like, this is so far from what we want. And it's like, clearly there was some breakdown of communication.
Of course.
Something was lost in translation when they first talked or
Especially
whatever.
because of the fact, I mean, you film a movie like that and then you cut something and it's like that. Like, clearly, like, he had a vision for it and he did
Mhm.
it. And like you said, something got missed.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, dude. It's just, that's the thing. DC has been having so much trouble with all of their movies, period,
Mhm.
that I think it's just inevitable. They need that one. They need
Yeah.
one to really, really turn it around.
Mhm. They do need one.
And I think the fact that they are kind of cleaning house a little bit, and we've lost, what's his face,
Ben Affleck,
Ben
Henry
Affleck,
Cavill,
We've lost Flash now, pretty much.
Ezra Miller. I don't think it's lost, dude.
I don't know. I don't
They
know
haven't
how much
fired him.
I know, but I don't think after the release of Flash, they're gonna really put more. I don't know. I don't even know if they're in the works on making a second one. Or
Who
whatever.
knows, dude?
Who knows? But I don't think that's gonna be.
And then, like, what's the deal with Aquaman? Really,
Sucks.
the new one came out, right?
Sucks.
You saw it?
No, it doesn't. I couldn't even make it through the first one because it was
First
that
one
bad.
sucked.
The first one, the effects were just
Floating in
It
the
threw me
water,
out.
dude,
It
it
threw
just
me
didn't-
off completely. I couldn't watch it and take it seriously. It was just not there.
Agree, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the Zack Snyder cut, like, just trust him. I have a good respect for him, dude.
Yeah.
Because he has some good movies out there.
Got a bunch of good ones.
And that I don't care about the length, by the way. 4.5 hours, give it to me, dude.
To an extent, man, 4.5 hours is long. It really
Um,
is. You have to. That's commitment. There's got to be bathroom breaks.
Yes.
You know, like.
No, yeah, which is why Jay and I watched it at home, so there was some time, dude.
Did you know that? What's his face? Scorsese. You know that they were putting a break in the new movie, The Killer Flowers,
Mhm.
in certain theaters.
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
it was too long.
Yeah, I did hear that.
That's insane.
I want to see that
Intermission,
movie
me
so
too.
much, dude.
Me too. That I do want to see. Little Frenchman.
The what?
Napoleon.
Oh,
I said
Napoleon.
Little Frenchman.
I know.
Little
totally
Frenchman.
forgot that was out.
I
dude,
know.
Honestly,
So,
fuck.
Yeah, I know. All right, back to the list.
Anticipated. Yeah, anticipation.
By the way, hold up.
Filtration.
The boss says you're old. Sorry. Them are fighting words, but I can't fight you. Because
Well, I mean, now you could actually.
now I
the
can, 'cause
past
she's
9
not
months you
pregnant.
couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. We're going toe to toe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 9 months of
9
Manny wanting to
months.
fight you now, all erupting
We're getting
here.
in the ring, mama.
2024.
I love
Brian Barnaby also says, "Happy New Year's, fellas."
Brian Barnaby.
Brian
Love to see that. My mother says you should make sure the batteries are charged! Exclamation point.
You have no idea
And
how
then
many batteries I've had to put in things now. It's insane.
Crazy, dude.
It's insane. Everything has, and you know what? Kids' toys has 3 batteries all the
Mhm.
time, so you're always left with one extra one that you lose. That's messed up, people.
Right.
Messed up beyond belief.
Because you're saying they sell 4-packs?
They when you buy it, it's a 4-pack,
Really?
or like when you buy a pack
Yeah.
of just AA regular, just single pack, it usually comes in 4.
Interesting.
And all these children toys are 3
Yeah, that's tough. So you have one Lucy,
always.
and you can't even so you have
You
to buy
can't do
you have to buy 2 packs.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
do anything with
'Cause
one
you
fucking
didn't have a
AAA battery.
replacement, dude.
Get
Yeah,
outta
yeah.
here.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Mhm.
Sorry, for the
It's all
cursing.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, and then sorry, my mother also asked for the first time. Michael watched My Cousin Vinny.
Oh boy.
And she asked, did Mike like My Cousin Vinny? He did like it. He said he told me on the car ride home that he really enjoyed. You've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a great.
He
movie.
stayed awake?
He did for the whole time. Well, we watched it. Like my mother, Renee, my father, and
so
I
yes.
sat on the couch
was
and we
forced
watched
to
it. Yeah, he
stay
wasn't going
awake.
anywhere, dude.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
It's like you
dude.
forced them to sit and watch them.
You have to
Yeah.
really. And it was good because we were, we knew we wanted to watch a movie. Watch My Cousin Vinny. It was funny, serious, there's good acting. It's a well-made movie.
Good.
Like it's not even just because it's comedy. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Like
it's
I mean, people are gonna die. Like electric chair if you fuck this up.
Yeah.
Come on. But Renee wants to watch Black Swan next.
She's never watched Black Swan. I know. It hurts me. It's just because we watch so many movies,
crazy,
but like
dude.
those, you have to see some of
I
these. They're
know,
like
it's a good
classic
movie. I
movies.
know, dude.
You have to see them. Black Swan is one of them. Black Swan is crazy.
I don't know if she knows what it's about though.
I don't think she does.
I think she just thinks it's like
A ballet movie?
yeah. Because she told me it's not going to be scary. I was
No,
like,
it's dark as shit.
and I'm like, it is dark, and there's some parts where
It's a
you're
thriller.
fucking, you're
It's a
suspense.
thriller.
You're on
Yeah,
the edge of your
suspense.
seat, dude.
Exactly.
Dude, when she fucking has that hangnail.
When she pulls the
Oh,
and it comes out her back, and you're like,
oh, dude.
But then some of my favorite shit, the spinning of the camera.
Yeah.
back to
Oh,
her,
when she's doing the
back
spinning, and then
back
you,
and
yeah,
back and
yeah.
back.
Oh, it's such a sick shot.
Dude, it again, great movie. These movies
Yeah.
are must-see movies. Must see.
Natalie Portman kills it in the like. She does a great
Mila
job.
Kunis does a
dude.
great job. She's
Yes.
creepy as shit.
Yeah, she is creepy.
And you know,
then-
Mila
then-
Kunis doesn't smile much. You know,
No.
she's usually has that stoic
Mhm.
face, stone cold.
yeah,
and
Russian.
it works in this movie.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
scary as shit.
And who's the? I always forget the guy's name. Who is like the manager of the
Yeah, I
play,
forget what it-
director. But he's a great actor too.
It's great.
Frenchy boy.
He's the one that's in
Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 12. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like him. He's good.
he is. Oh, dude, I'll get off track. Focus here.
Get
Focus.
back on the
All right,
list. Get back on the list.
back on the list.
Back on the
Anticipation. Wow,
list.
we're on number 2, by the way.
Bro,
Number 3, Madam Web, February 14th. Not excited for this.
no
Dakota
idea what this
Johnson.
is.
I don't think she has much depth to her acting, honestly. Dakota Johnson, if I had to guess. Well, not guess. That's just my educated like opinion, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, and then I don't know, Madam Web,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Sydney Sweeney as a another I don't know if she plays a villain or whatever, but in a superhero movie, Sydney Sweeney, I don't think so.
Yeah,
What's her power? Freaking titties? No, dude.
What's her power?
Bob Marley.
One Love.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to this movie. Am I anticipating it? No, I'm not, dude.
No.
February 14th, by the way. Love Day, One Love,
Yeah.
Bob Marley, Valentine's Day. You don't have one. You have him. Go see the movie. Come on, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. And I don't know,
I don't-
dude.
it's
I just
like-
don't know.
You know what? Bob Marley's story is such at least to me, a very simple story. There's nothing crazy. I mean, he does get shot.
Mhm.
You know, everyone knows that he got shot. And and you know he's in. I don't even know how to explain like why it doesn't feel like this is gonna be good, even though like his story is good, but it's just like there's not. It's Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Like you know the music, you know the
Mhm.
One Love, you know Jamaica, you know like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they. And it's also to see what parts they're really gonna, you know, like work on and show.
Yeah, no, because again, I mean, you said it. It's a simple movie, and we'll probably get more into it when
Yeah.
we talk about. Because again, biopic, it's interesting how they showcase certain people's lives. We talk
Exactly.
even when we talk about Maestro too.
Yeah.
Just because you said his his career, I guess, was kind of simple
To me, at
So I
least to
guess
me.
you could cover his whole life,
Yeah.
in a movie.
Yeah. There are those little
Um,
pieces. Like he does get shot.
in
And, you
his home, in his home.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And he obviously passes away at a young age.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just feel like Bob Marley wouldn't want a movie about himself out there, right? It just
Exactly.
doesn't seem right.
And to tell you the truth, a lot of it, you know, you talk about him and women, he wasn't the best
No.
either. You know what I'm
I
saying? So like
know,
it's
dude.
this is what I feel like someone was like, oh, we need to make a movie about
Yeah.
Bob Marley. But it's like even like Steve Jobs movie, like that biopic.
Yeah. The one with Ashton Kutcher or Michael Fassbender?
Ashton Kutcher, that one was just a failure. That was like the first attempt.
I think they kind of both were failures.
Yeah.
The fact that they had to come out with two, by the way, like
It-
way to
yeah.
fucking botch
Exactly.
a
then-
great
so then
American
you-
mind.
But again, it's like that great American mind. What was the this was like, oh, they didn't like
Right.
his ideas, so he went and fucking
Did
did
his own.
drugs, did his
Yeah,
shit, and
yeah.
fucking he's there. Like, there's your story.
Mhm.
Not much more. He gets kind of fucked over. He comes back. They want him
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Boom.
Sad
Bob
ending,
Marley
obviously,
makes the
yeah.
music, gets shot, does that.
Sad ending.
Done.
Mhm.
Done. And we've all seen the documentaries. They put
Exactly, the
out so many documentaries that
That's all you need, though.
exactly.
You don't need this.
and
You
they're
don't-
better.
Yeah, they are
They're better.
And the actor, this guy,
No.
Doesn't even look
Um,
like him. to me.
No.
Doesn't even look like him.
I don't even know. He was in something.
He looks like J. Cole right there. He looks like J. Cole.
Oh my God.
That's what he looks like in this.
Real quick though, guys.
What do you got?
Keith from TikTok Live
Attaboy.
just bought a hoodie.
Really? Which one?
Hey!
I gotta look. Real
Oh, you don't know? That's awesome, dude.
Is it the one that's right behind him?
Congrats, dude. This black one, maybe this is Downtown TV. No, I hope you got one of the nice embroidered ones,
Ooh.
the stitched ones. Not that this one isn't great. This one's also great.
No, I like the
But the embroidered one's good.
I
I'm
still,
excited to
I
get my
still
next
love my
one.
5-panel. That's my favorite.
The 5-panel hat,
The
yeah.
5 panels. the shit.
Charles Large VHS.
Yeah.
VHS, dude. Let's
Yeah,
go.
baby. Those are my
I
drawings.
told him.
Wait, the VHS?
The Charles VHS one.
Is that the screen? That's not the screen time
Look at
one.
me
The
dance,
VHS
look at me
TV?
No, VHS TV. His name's Charles. He's named after one of the Avengers on TV.
Sorry, the camera's on me, so I'm just dancing.
Hey, I want you to. But that's sick, dude.
No, I want you to dance. That's
But
awesome,
anyway, so
homie.
Bob
We
Marley,
appreciate
not
the love.
anticipated, dude.
Not at all.
One love from Keith, not from the.
Yeah,
yeah.
one love to Keith.
Let's
being a
go.
homie.
March 1st, baby. Dune Part 2, highly anticipated. This is
I don't
probably
even
my
need to
number
say
one.
anything. We've
My
talked
number
about
one.
it.
Yes, we
We've
have.
been talking about it since we knew the day that it was coming out.
Exactly. Anticipation's all time high. Kung
Very
Fu
much.
Panda 4, Jack Black. Let's go.
I'll watch it with my kid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm
That's-
pumped.
That's just like a fun
Have you
movie.
seen them all?
I've seen 1 and 2. I don't think I saw the third one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in the same boat as you. And
I'll have,
so,
you know,
I mean,
if I introduce it to RJ, I'll watch all of them tonight.
yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
we'll see.
Yeah.
Not anticipated, though, I would say.
Not really.
Number 7, Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters.
Frozen Empire. Not
Question.
anticipated.
Did you watch the first of this one? Like of this
With
cast?
Jason Bateman?
Is it with Jason Bateman? Or no, Paul Rudd. No?
Oh, Paul Rudd. Yes,
Paul
you're
Rudd,
right. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's in
yeah.
this one.
Yes,
Um,
I have not.
You have not. See, I haven't either. I think I need to watch that just to see.
Oh, yeah, Ghostbusters
this-
Afterlife.
Yeah, when I was watching the trailer to this earlier today for Frozen Empire, it didn't seem like ghosts. It
Mhm.
didn't seem like because it's. I mean, when the final shot is like almost a silhouette of like a. It looks like Satan almost.
Mhm.
It's got the like you see this thing put on like a horn, like a curled up
Really?
horn on his head. Yeah. So it's like I was intrigued because I want to know, but it just looked too superhero-ish.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It looked like it was like a superhero that can control ice. Because in the trailer, all you see is like it's actually more fear, actually. The whole point of it is that it scares you to death.
Mhm.
But you like freeze to death
Okay.
because you're frozen with
Yeah,
fright.
yeah.
It's a really weird concept. I feel like they're gonna explain
Mm-hmm.
it better. But I also don't know exactly like who some of all the originals that are living are in it. Bill Murray,
Mhm.
Dan Aykroyd. I forget who's the other one. Who's the black guy? I forget his name.
Yeah, me too.
He came in the second one, right?
Yeah, he did.
He's awesome. He was in so many good things.
They were not going to show him.
He's in it, I thought.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. I love Ernie Hudson. He's funny.
He was in Afterlife, was he not?
Maybe.
Maybe
I
not.
don't remember.
Maybe a small cameo.
And then these guys. That's the other thing too. It's interesting that it's the kids too. You know, in addition to Paul Rudd, it's like you're introducing new people.
So you're anticipating this movie?
I guess I'm gonna have to get back to you after I watch the first one. I need to watch the first one first.
So right now, no.
So right now,
no.
Right now, no.
Right now, no. Dude.
Right now, no.
All right, that's fine, dude. All right, moving along here. Let's see. Oh, Mickey 17, March 29th.
Talk to me about this. I have no idea what this is.
So for my recollection, which I remember seeing this movie get maybe a teaser like 2 months ago.
A little tease. There's a teaser trailer.
This is 1 year ago.
Yeah, that's probably fake. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, normally like One Media is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But let's go. Yeah, 1 year ago.
Teaser trailer a year ago. How did we miss that? Oh, a month ago.
Yeah, no, this is like a
review thing, or
I think so.
a
Filmaholic.
preview.
Get ready to mark your calendars because we have some good. So let's take a look here. This guy is, I believe, he has to go on some mission and he gets to travel somewhere to help the world, I think, like progress. And he gets like the guy who they originally sent died, and they like imprint his memory into his brain so then he can continue the journey, sort of deal. Robert Pattinson, kind of weird. I think it's gonna be one of those movies where Mike comes in and be like, oh, like they're doing this for real, because I think he's a clone. I think Robert Pattinson's a clone. Let's watch the teaser.
Okay, let's watch it.
It was a quick tease, dude.
Little teasy tease.
A quick tease, because I'm anticipating this.
Check.
Parasite.
Yeah. And Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer. That's interesting.
Can't really tell much from that, but either way,
Take my word for what I said.
pretty okay. Let's
I
check it
just
out.
realized your name over here, dude.
Big Daddy Flex. Big Papa Flex.
Big Papa Flex.
That's what I am. Baby.
That's so funny. Okay, cool.
What's next?
What's next here? That's anticipation, by the way. Oh, it tells you actually what it is. Sent a deadly mission to colonize the ice world, Niflheim.
Niflheim.
When one employee dies, he's cloned with the memories of the traveler who comes before him.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette co-star. Toni Collette can kick rocks, if you ask me. But Godzilla vs. Kong, New Empire, kick rocks as well. April 12th.
Did you watch the trailer by chance?
I think we did on the show.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so. What, you want to watch it right now?
So no. The only reason I ask is because it's funny. I've been watching Monarch, and every episode has been fucking awesome. So actually, going off of Monarch, this makes sense.
Okay.
So because the whole story of like, oh, they're underground. That's like it's starting. Sorry, people, for spoilers if you haven't watched Monarch. That's what you start finding out, is that there's like this whole world beneath the earth,
which goes off the Godzilla versus Kong. Kong. They did the whole Middle Earth. That's where Kong comes from. Middle Earth.
But again, this one, Monarch is more like Godzilla -1 created. Like I feel like the storytelling is coming more from Japan and Japan's old Godzilla, not the new crap.
That's good.
The old one. So I'm hoping that maybe this one, because this is Godzilla and Kong versus somebody.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's from what I watched the trailer again today, it was like, Godzilla finds a spot and there's like skulls of all the,
other Kongs.
Yeah.
Right?
So you start realizing that there's something that's taken him out.
I do remember this trailer now. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, he's not going to be alone. And then all of a sudden a fucking pink Godzilla comes up. He's got pink back, but it just looks badass. And there's a spot in it where right at the end of the trailer, you see Godzilla or Kong with this big ass metal glove thing around his hand.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So like
yeah,
it could be cool. And again, baby Kong.
Baby Kong,
I like that.
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong, little Diddy Kong.
I guess maybe I can get some anticipation now that you're talking about it. I guess it's
again,
fine.
I just
Godzilla
they
minus
need
one
to-
was so good.
They need to
dude.
do it right. If they do it the way that they have been doing with Godzilla 1 and Monarch.
You watched minus one, right?
Not yet. Not yet. I need to watch it. Everyone's told me that it's like it better be number 1 on my list to watch. So
dude, I mean, it's a great story.
Yeah. Monarch is a great show if you haven't started it.
Yeah, I haven't started either.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
and it's because of the fact that it's not just Godzilla.
Mhm.
It's a bunch of monsters. It's a bunch of enormous beings that they're like chasing. They're trying to figure stuff out. So it's good. It's good.
All right, so let's go. Anticipation. Yep. Godzilla. Yep. Civil War, dude. Kirsten Dunst. Let's go. Making a comeback. We watched the show. Maybe you weren't here, but April 26th, this movie is releasing in theaters. Directed by Alex Garland, who directed Ex Machina, which is a great movie. Excuse me. So this interesting Civil War, you can imagine United States in a civil war in the midst of the conflict. 19 states having seceded, the U.S. government facing off against the Texan and Californian army called the Western Forces.
Western Forces.
And it's pretty interesting because Houston Dunst, I just feel like, obviously hasn't done a ton recently.
Yeah.
And it's coming back in like this action thriller drama movie, dude.
I feel like these are just like those favors that are done.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh hey, like I got this movie. What do you think? I need like a name, but
can you make a call for me?
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, why don't you do it? And they're like, oh, I'll do it. I don't think it's. I mean, again, because of the fact she hasn't been in. I don't even know what was the last thing she's been in. I feel like she popped up in something.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
In something random. Kristen Dunst, find it for me. Find her. I love that I have a computer, but I always order you to do it. It's my favorite part.
That's what I'm here to do.
I know.
Kirsten Dunst. What was she
Dunsty.
in? Not Marie Antoinette. That was a while ago.
Way long ago.
IMDb it. She's married to Jesse Plemons.
Plemons.
And they're co-starring.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
In this movie, dude.
Hanged Out, Drunk History, Black Mirror. Oh, Black Mirror. That's where I saw her.
Yeah.
She just randomly popped up. Hidden Figures. That was 2016.
Wow, she's in Fargo. Yeah, this is, and even Black Mirror is 2017.
Speaking of Fargo, though, I told you that I watched the first season.
You did? We get the whole first season?
Whole first season. Yeah, but I think this is like, I think it's like True Detective that every season's different. Because like the first season was all that, and then the second season now in like the 70s. And this whole thing, and
Hulu,
like even,
right?
Yeah, Hulu, and then like
start watching
there's more season. Like I know Chris Rock is in one of the seasons, and then the newer season, I think John Hamm is in one of. If I remember correctly, it's solid. It's solid. I would definitely, again, with all your free time that you have, buddy, to watch all these things.
Yeah.
But either way, it's good.
Oh.
I know.
So I'm anticipating this movie very highly, dude. Civil War, let's go down the line. Challengers, Zendaya, the threesome scene. We've all seen it already with their coat. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Anticipation is low. You got like Zendaya is she's tennis trained by her husband, who's the coach. String of losses. She signs up for Tasha's ex-boyfriend, and then they become some threesome thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Not cool, dude.
Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy, Ryan Gosling.
May 3rd.
This is his, which again, I was reading up on this movie. May 3rd, this movie comes out, I believe, on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Emily Blunt's in it. Love Emily Blunt. He is it's the stuntman thing. We watched this trailer too. Where she's the star, he's the stuntman.
They had a fling. And then all of a sudden, she's directing the movie. And the star of the movie, who Ryan Gosling is the backup, and the stand-in, the stuntman, that guy ends up disappearing.
And he has to go
then he has to go find him. At least in the trailer, he finds him. He's dead. And then all of a sudden, he's got to do all this to help her finish the movie. It's a weird concept. Like very weird.
I do remember watching this trailer now on the show, and I would say I don't anticipate.
I don't think you anticipated it that much. I watched it again and said, you know what? it's funny because it's Gosling doing that dry humor of his that
Yeah.
he does, and he does it well. I mean, like
He does do it well.
he does, and he sounds like if it was the dude from what's the one that he did with Steve Carell?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, you know how he played that very confident, like he had those like small little witty. That's what he sounds like in this because he's a very confident like stunt man. He's like, you know, shit like that.
Yeah. No, I would say this is no go, dude.
I think it might surprise us.
It might.
I think it might.
I was
surprise
reading
us.
some article talking about how Ryan Gosling is trying to bounce back in the action comedy movies, and I'm like,
bounce back.
I
What do
mean,
you mean bounce back?
yeah.
Dude? You've crushed everything.
and I was
you've
like,
done.
dude, The Gray Man was good.
I loved it.
I love that movie.
I absolutely loved it.
And then even before that, you had what was it, The Good Guys, was kind of like an
The Good
action
Guys
comedy.
with
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, yeah.
Yeah, dude, like that's
That one-
hilarious. You didn't like
The
it?
movie overall, he was great.
Yeah, he was
Russell
great. I thought the writing, it was like a kiss, kiss, bang, bang feel to me, dude.
Yeah, but
These
when
two
I,
idiots
when I
trying
when
to
I do it
solve
to
this
kiss
case.
bang bang, like I just love kiss.
I mean, Kiss Kiss
It's
Bang Bang
just
is
so
great,
good.
obviously. Well, because there was like, I think they tried to have that relationship where Val Kilmer was like Russell Crowe was like Val Kilmer, where
Exactly.
Russell Crowe would be like, you like just be ripping
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling for being an idiot.
Yeah.
And I thought that kind of came across well. But The Fall Guy, no, thank you, dude. Next up, Back to Black, May 10th. Don't know much about this, but obviously it's a biopic about Amy Winehouse. And you would imagine, like, I would anticipate this. This is like, I mean, she's had obviously again another story of a musician.
I categorize her with at least with what this story is going to be with like the Marilyn Monroes, you know, all the people all the youngins that died, you know, like it's that. So it's going to be another, you know, drug story.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, like but again, they came out with that documentary, Amy, and it was fucking amazing.
I know. So do you need like
Do
a
you
Hollywood movie?
Yeah,
No.
like, and I don't know, because then you compare like Walk the Line is fucking just like amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a biopic that also really like just the way that they focused on certain things on it, it made sense, and the fact that they put in the music. So like if she sings and she does her stuff good, the Elton John one was amazing.
It was very
you
good.
know, like Bohemian Rhapsody was
Very
amazing.
good.
Like they did a good job. I think they can do a good job with her because her story also is so like up and down, and you know she was in the tabloids nonstop, and again her music too. It's beautiful, like old soul music.
I know.
You know, like you feel it and you see it from this girl at first, and you're like, there's no like it doesn't match.
And her image too, like the way she looks,
everything.
like
Even
her hair, her tattoos,
and everything. It was this classic vintage 40s, 30s type woman.
Yeah.
And again, it's a tragedy because
Really, it's a
we know
tragedy.
what happens. You know, it's like the Heath Ledger type tragedy. It's that.
Literally,
Like, it hit people a lot more.
She was 27.
It's the curse.
27 Club, I know.
27 Club, dude. It sucks.
It
it
really
sucks.
does.
We've lost a lot of amazing people at 27.
But I would say this anticipation high. Thank you. Back to Black.
I like it.
Next up, If is the one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I would say my is no. I don't want to know. I don't care about this one.
You know, again, it goes back to me being a dad now. I end up watching all these movies because my kids watch them. And I haven't seen much new that I've been like super stoked about. So hopefully I do like Ryan Reynolds. I like John Krasinski. You know, I think he can direct. He's,
yes, no, he can.
But this is an interest. I believe it's about imaginary friends being real.
Yes, correct.
I mean,
RJ will like it.
RJ will like it. Kids will like it. I mean, parents will like it if back in the day, if you had an imaginary friend, like this could like pull trigger. It's almost like that, like you were saying, the other movie that Project Adam, I believe it's called.
Yes,
right
with Ryan Gosling.
It's just
Ryan
it's
Reynolds.
just enough of a twist and just enough of a different like acting job for Ryan Reynolds that I enjoyed it, and it was like, oh, it's not like his typical, but I don't know, it could be good. It could be good. It could be just a family movie,
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And it's actually funny. My mother, I'm gonna get this comment real quick.
Yeah.
Because she's throwing some shade at you. Amy Winehouse is great, but I don't think she compares to Marilyn Monroe.
I mean, they're two. It's a musician versus an actress. I mean, nothing really compares to
right.
Marilyn
Well, but
Monroe.
you said you.
I use it in I use it in the sense of the tragedy.
My
like,
mother said
you
no, man.
did you Did you watch the?
My mother said I already raised 2 boys.
Did you watch the Marilyn Monroe movie with?
My Week with Marilyn.
Yes,
Yes.
that one. And then what was the other one?
Blonde.
No, not Blonde. There's one Marilyn. Movie.
Oh. There
called-
was released right near My Week with Marilyn.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched that one. I watched My Week with Marilyn.
My Week with Marilyn, like
that was
it was one of those things that they and again Johnny Cash, Elvis.
yeah.
Like, you're seeing the background of this, and it's such a fucked up story that it's amazing to like watch and see how, because people love that, seeing people hit rock bottom and see what happens after they hit rock bottom. You know, like that's the story. You always love seeing down, up, down, up, down, up. And when you get to the top, people try to tear you down, and you try to see that. And that's more of like what I don't think there's, you can't compare to Marilyn Monroe. She's, you know, but the story of the depression behind the scenes, the unhappiness behind the scenes, the things that we don't see in a celebrity is what I was referring to.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah. Sorry, Anthony's mom.
You know, you should be. You will be sorry. Don't worry,
Elvis was
dude.
robbed. She says.
Wow, my mother said Elvis was robbed, like the movie. I guess. Austin Butler. Anyway, moving on. Most anticipated.
We're only on 14, 15.
15. I know we're gonna have to. Furiosa, Anya Taylor-Joy. I am not anticipated for this movie, to be honest, too, because I think she will not do a good job in this movie.
Yeah.
So Sayonara, May 24th. You can see it. I'm still gonna see it though. Chris Hemsworth.
I'm gonna watch it when it comes out.
I mean, the Mad Max. The Mad Max story is dope. I love Mad Max. Mel Gibson. Next up, Garfield, May 24th. We watched the trailer on this show, and I say nay. Yeah. I say nay, dude. I say execute him.
I'm good. I want Heathcliff. All right.
I want freaking Bill Murray voicing Garfield. With Jennifer Love Hewitt back in the day, and the Ray Romano's brother was the dog, and then
wasn't the dude
Robot Chicken?
Wasn't it the dude from
Breckenmeyer? Breckenmeyer. He played John, right? Is the guy's name?
John. Yep. You're right. And it's the guy from Road Trip. Right?
Yeah. Okay, the little guy,
the little dude. Yeah. I like him.
Next up, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, May 24th. Not anticipated for this movie. Why? Because it's overkill.
I'm done.
Overkill, dude. And Michael loves the whole Planet of the Apes saga with James Franco and stuff now.
I do.
Which is cool. But now this is picking up after the death of Caesar in 2017's War of the Planet of the Apes, the newest edition of the 20th century franchise several generations later. With now apes, now the dominant species. Like I feel like we've done this already.
Yeah. I'm good. Pass it off.
And then now there's like a civil war between the two. It doesn't matter, dude. Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Next up, 18. Manny's looking forward to this ballerina.
Dude. It's a John Wick spinoff. From the trailer that I watched, it looks John Wicky. What's the show? The other show on Amazon, the 3-part show.
With the Confidential.
The Confidential. Yeah.
The Confidential. The Continental.
The Continental. I enjoyed that a lot.
Me too.
I thought it was a really good show, and I love the fact that it wasn't like a full season. It was like 3 or 4 episodes. Maybe.
Thing. Yeah. Because they were over an hour long. These episodes.
Yeah,
like, dude, how am I? I can't keep this up.
But that's the thing. It's cool because the Continental is infinite stories.
Yes,
you know what I mean. It's literally a hotel of assassins and people that like do bad things. So like, you could have, I don't know how many rooms they have, but that many stories just off of one thing.
Yes.
So the fact that they bring this in, and I believe that what's his face, Keanu Reeves is in this too.
He is. He does make an appearance. I know that.
And
because they've talked about it.
And the head dude of the Continental, in the John Wick movies, not in the Continental, because the Continental is when he's young,
right?
But the older version of him is in it too. So
that guy's good.
Again, looking forward to this. It looks cool. It was a little weird. Like there was one quote in the trailer where she's like, "I want to be a well-known ballerina by day and an assassin at night." I was like, you might have just lost me a little on that because it's a fucking lame ass line.
You want to watch it?
No. Yeah, watch it.
No, if we don't have time to get through it.
I don't know. What time is it? No, we good. Watch it. Let's watch it.
So I don't think I've seen the trailer.
It's pretty cool.
Teaser 2 days ago?
Oh, maybe. Is that what I watched?
It must have been, right?
Probably.
Let's go.
the dance, you must first know the dancer,
Oh, it's like the whole.
both angel and demon.
Eve, this is not a performance. It's a reckoning. And you're the executioner in ballet shoes.
My grace is deceptive. Behind it lies a symphony of destruction.
In the shadows, I thrive, orchestrating the demise of those who dare to cross me.
Who do you want to be?
Ballerina in the spotlight. The killer in the shadows.
Yeah.
My duality defines me.
Like that last line. Yeah. The duality defines.
My duality defines me.
And also, I don't know about you, but when you hear John Wick's voice in this, it just feels like someone cheaply did a voiceover like later on and was like, yo, can you record this on your phone and just send it to me? Like that's what it felt like, because it doesn't seem like it's part of the movie.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I mean, Keanu Reeves isn't a phenomenal actor.
No. Well, when he's a
Again, like
pothead, just kind of blah, he's
right.
great.
That's
When
what I
he's
mean,
John
like-
Wick, he's great because he's got he doesn't talk.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Some of his, and then I'm gonna cut off my fingernail. I'm back in the bed.
Yeah, I don't know. It was.
Who do you want to be? Your ballerina. And I'm just like,
I want to be a ballerina. In
I gotta replace this battery, by the way.
Oh my god, again?
I know what the hell's going on,
Dude, we at Downtime have a battery problem because I've been telling them,
You have been
saying it for I don't know how long. Yeah, too slow. Oh, here comes Mike again. Here comes Mike.
What's up, dude? We're getting back. Most anticipated movies. All right, so
Back on.
ballerina. I know Michael thinks lowly of Ana de Armas.
Yeah, I mean, I think
kind of lowly of her as well, to be honest.
I don't.
I
care
think
about-
she's bad in this. I do like John Wick. The Canelo was good, but I think this is over the top now. Too much
Do you
John
know
Wick.
what's funny? Every time that we watch a movie and you're like, oh, Ana de Armas, I can't remember who the fuck she is ever. We see her in all these movies and in everything, and I don't remember who she is ever.
I'm so sorry to say. I mean, she was good in Blonde. She did play Marilyn Monroe. She was okay.
That movie alone, too,
but that
was-
movie like wasn't good though.
yeah,
And I don't know. Again, like she is a very attractive woman.
It's, again,
who- yeah. I mean,
I feel like we do. I feel like we do this every
Mhm.
time. We could probably go into our archives, and I will say a movie, and you're like, yeah, and a whatever Armas is in it, and I'm like, I still don't know who the hell she is.
Hmm,
Even when I see her, I'm like, I don't know who you are.
hmm,
She doesn't make any imprint in my mind
hmm.
as a good or decent actor.
Not in your mind, no.
The rest of the world, though,
The rest of the world, though, yes. But yeah, no. That's why I think this is no anticipation for me.
no anticipation.
Zero anticipation.
All right.
All right, Bad Boys 4.
Fuck it. Just don't
Fuck
even-
that
just don't
movie.
even.
Honestly, you guys are
Just don't even.
stupid. Martin Lawrence looks bad. Will Smith is an idiot.
We're just gonna say-
Moving on, number 20, Inside Out 2, June 14th. Pumped for that. Let's
Always.
go, dude.
This was
Inside
the
Out,
beginning of my
yes.
Funko.
Mhm.
These were the first Funkos I ever bought. Were
Yeah, dude.
all the original cast.
Yeah.
With
Look how pumped
with
Michael
the white
is.
Bing Bong, the invisible
Yeah.
Bing Bong.
Michael
oh,
loves
the clear one. It's the best.
Yeah,
That's
Michael
my
loves
favorite.
Inside Out. That's what he wants to do with his penis. All right, next up, dude, we have the Bike Riders.
Oh,
Let's go,
you told me
dude.
about this. I'm excited.
Okay, so this is inspired by Danny Lyon's book of photography following a 1960s Midwestern motorcycle club called the Vandals,
The Vandals. Yeah.
tracing its evolution into something more sinister, which I believe they're become like a gang.
yeah.
Austin Butler's in it. Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, which is where I think she will shine rather than Furiosa.
Yeah. And
Tommy
Hardy apparently.
Tom Hardy's in it, and there's even more. There's definitely better. Oh yeah, Tom. Yeah,
I gotta get that book.
I know, book of photography. Let's go, dude.
It's so cool. Some of these, it's really crazy. Some
Danny,
of these
that
guys.
name sounds familiar.
Yeah. I've there's another
Yeah, the Bike Riders right there.
different filmmaker.
The Bike Riders.
Yeah, I've seen that book.
Yeah, I think it looks familiar too.
It's great.
I think my uncle has it. It doesn't matter.
Dude, some of those books are hard to find.
Honey Tuts, by the way, says, "How dare you" on Instagram. I don't know what I don't
I don't
know.
know either.
I don't know. I don't know what that was. But then she
Oh,
said,
no, I was
"RJ's
gonna-
calling daddy."
Hey, RJ.
How dare you not like Ana de Armas? Maybe.
No, how dare you want to fight me? Probably.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah,
because we
maybe
had a
you're
whole
right.
conversation. For
That's
people
right.
that don't know, my wife is the boss on this chat.
She is the
and
boss
in my life, so
Yes.
I'm never gonna fight her. She'll fight me.
Well, over here on Instagram, she's honey.
She's a honey cut.
honey,
The honey badger
tuts,
cut.
honey tuts.
Yeah.
Um,
that's her
honey
original-
toots, maybe,
Honey toots.
or is
I
it
don't
honey
know.
tuts?
Tuts, I think. It's her original.
Next up,
thing.
bang, A Quiet Place, day one. No,
Don't
thank
care.
you, Emily Blunt.
Don't
No, thank you.
Love Emily Blunt. Don't care about this movie.
I saw the actual one. This is a prequel to The A Quiet Place. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
No.
Horizon, an American saga, directed,
What?
produced, recorded by Kevin
Costner.
Costner.
Interesting.
Oh, and it's a
Before
western
the
that follows
Civil
the
War.
expansion of the American West during the time periods before and after the Civil War. It will be released in 2 parts.
I'm good.
I think I'm good too. I mean, what is this fucking? What's the show he's on? Kevin
Yellowstone.
Costner, Yellowstone.
That he left, I think, right? He's done.
I don't know,
I think he's done
maybe,
with
but
that.
now I think he's trying to do the more Western stuff. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Despicable Me 4,
Dude,
July 3rd.
1,000,000%.
No,
Yes.
no.
100%. One of the best cartoons that come out in recent time. Best movies.
I didn't see the
Minions
third one.
are the best.
Didn't see Minions either.
Minions are amazing.
I didn't see the movie. You see the movie Minions?
Yeah. And the second one, Minions too. The
Moving
Rise of
on,
Gru.
number 25, Twisters.
Danny Nev's gonna be so toyed about
for
this.
Twisters.
He loves the movie Twister.
Really?
He actually got me this year, I believe it was, to rewatch Twister and watch and like it brought back all the memories. Brought back all the memories of the ride at
Oh, the ride is so good.
Universal, dude.
When I was a kid too, I had the toy.
Yeah.
The pet tornado.
Oh, dude.
And it's actually funny because my friend Andy, Twister is his favorite movie,
Yeah. Okay.
which is kind of crazy in and of itself.
It's a crazy movie though. Have you
Um,
watched it recently?
Recently, no.
Like even like I'll say in the past 5 years.
No.
No. Rewatch it. It's a good
Yeah.
fucking movie, dude. It is fun to watch.
Twister movie.
Twister movie. Where is it at?
Prime.
Nice.
You gotta pay
Wait,
for
that
it
says
though.
Twisted.
Oh shit.
Bruh. Samuel L. Jackson, Twisted.
Hulu for
Hulu.
free. Let's go as long as you pay
Love
for
it.
Hulu.
As long as you-
And then also, let's watch the teaser, dude.
Let's watch
for
the
it.
teaser.
We have to.
She's
'cause
back.
You mentioned it
Helen Hunt is
7
back.
months ago, dude. Helen.
Yeah, I know. I
Hunt.
don't know how we missed some of these.
Damn, dude. My mother loved Twister, by the way.
I don't know how we missed some of these.
It's a fairly large storm.
Is there any to hear that?
This is-
This is what I would.
Come on, hurry up, let's go! Oh, watch the building fell down on this corner
How's that?
The conditions are right for the perfect storm. Hey guys, it's splitting. There's another one or 3.
Steady storms all my life.
All the warning sirens are down. The tornado's coming your way. You're not gonna know it.
I think I'm more anticipating on how bad it's gonna be.
That looks terrible. I'm so sorry to
You know
say
what's
this
crazy,
to the
though?
people at home, though.
Yeah.
But that looks cheaply made.
So that was the first thing that came to
Right?
mind. I was like, dude, how can at a time where we have this great technology
Yeah.
and still the old one look better?
Yeah. And
Way better.
I mean, dude, they're making Twisters. I feel like it's like that movie Tire.
It's Sharknado.
Yeah. Like, that's what it is. It's like as if the Twisters are trying to like intentionally
gonna get
kill
ya.
people. Yeah. Oh, I'm coming to you.
I'm coming. But like
Helen Hunter's staring at an empty drawer.
Yeah.
Sick shot.
that was the when I saw it,
That's what
I
she
was
said.
like, oh, and your mom said, but Bill Paxton died. I know.
Which is very sad.
Yeah. But you know what's
Um,
funny? The fact that you asked if that was the trailer, I've been
That's what I mean.
looking through things, right? And I kept on finding in a lot of these movies, they don't have anything out, but people are making like AI versions
Yeah.
of like it's almost like the I forget what they call it. It's it's not a
fan
fake
made-
trailer, but
fan
like,
made.
kind of like
Yeah.
fan made. But it's so weird because I was watching like Sonic 3 is coming out,
Yeah.
and I thought there might be a trailer, and they made like this fake trailer, and I was like, oh crap. Like I was trying to find stuff. So even when I was watching the Twister, I was like, is this real? But then I found out it was. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that great. So and
yeah.
Helen Hunt, like I feel like they just brought her back and said, hey, we're doing Twister 2.
Yeah, this is like kind of bad, dude.
Yeah. But go watch the first one.
Yeah, just watch the first one. Call it a night.
Yeah.
July 19th is going to be
Enjoy
there.
that. Yep.
That's crazy. Okay, so let's go next up. Oh, Deadpool 3, July 26th.
What is there to say of this?
Highly anticipated. Hugh Jackman. I mean, I'm looking at the photo right now in the
It's-
old school Wolverine
it's the best-
costume
best
too. It's
thing
going to be so sick. Top anticipated movie of the year, I think. Number 27 here.
This was one of the
Borderlands,
ones that I
August
found.
9th.
Yeah.
Borderlands is a game I played too. Very cool game. Very cool animation,
Kevin
like
Hart's in it.
graphics.
And I know you're not the biggest fan.
Does he voice something?
I don't know. Is this a live action?
Eli, well, there it is.
It's like-
it is a live action, but there's still like robots
There's
that
still
talk and
robots,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I thought I
Um,
had seen that he was in it, but apparently he's not.
So we have obviously based on the video game I mentioned, Eli Roth directs
Oh, no,
it,
he does.
cast
Okay.
including Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Bobby Lee, Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know those other two. Science fiction action comedy.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett is the outlaw. Lilith, who returns to her home planet of Pandora, she forms an unlikely alliance to save the daughter of a powerful Atlas, dude.
Yeah, I'm good.
Next up, you're good on it? You don't want it? Well, you're wrong, dude.
I'm just
honestly, dude.
I've never played the game. I'll watch
Once,
it.
I'm
but
sure once you see the trailer and
Yeah.
the style, if they do copy the game, the style of it is very, very cool.
I think I did watch the trailer, and now it makes more sense because I thought it was a real person movie, but those were like really close
Mhm.
human generated looking
Yeah.
people. So yeah.
Next up, Craven the Hunter, highly anticipated. We're talking top 5 right now.
Yeah, I didn't know about this. Don't know the story behind it. So this one's on you, baba.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yep.
I believe like his dad dies, whatever. He grows up in the forest, whatever. He has like this heightened sense of just nature, and he like it's like the
You said this is a Spider-Man character?
he is a villain in
A
Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah.
villain?
So Sergei Kravinoff, he wants to demonstrate he's the best hunter in the world. So who does he want to hunt? Spider-Man, dude. So he travels across the world,
Russell
and Russell Crowe, I believe, plays his father.
Mm,
And then you have Christopher Abbott, Ariana DeBois.
boys.
I'm talking about top 5. Oh no, never mind. Talking about top 5 anticipated. Beetlejuice 2. Again,
We've talked about it.
we've talked about it enough. Sequels we've knocked enough. This one I think would be good. Michael Keaton, let's go. Transformers 1, over it, gone, no anticipation. What about you, Manny?
I love Transformers, period. So I'm on. I'm just on it. I enjoy I mean, I used to watch Transformers cartoon, and I used to have. I just enjoy it. I love what they are. I love Transformers, and just you know what I mean. So
It is very cool what they do.
Again,
yes.
the movies have been atrocious.
And how many times are we gonna like retool
Yeah.
like
Even-
the
even
human cast?
Yeah, and
you
I
know,
watched.
like
And did you watch the
Mark Wahlberg one?
No, the newest one that has the like the gorilla.
Oh yeah, yeah, we saw it in theaters.
yeah,
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
It's
that
not Beast
was
Wars, but yeah.
it was okay.
Maximals.
Maximal, yeah, but I think it was called Beast Wars.
Rise of the Maximals. Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I enjoyed it because it was just a little new, enough to give me something else. But like everyone hates the second one; they
Mhm.
think it's the worst movie ever made. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it just because
Second one was okay.
again, it's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy these characters. I
Mhm.
enjoy the Transformers in general. I like the way that they do it.
Mhm.
It's a dumb movie. I don't have to think.
Mhm.
I just see cool battles. And that's it. I'm in.
Michael Bay.
I'm okay with it. I'm
Michael
okay. Is
Bay,
he doing
dude.
this one?
I believe so. Yeah.
Good. It's Michael Bay stuff.
Oh no, from director Josh Cooley.
All right.
He did the last one
He
though.
did I knew it was different.
Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson. I mean, come on. I don't know. dude.
Keegan. Like, I mean, this
John
it
Hamm,
could
Lawrence
be good.
Fishburne. I don't know.
I mean,
dude.
this is the most we've seen actors wise in some of these.
the biggest ensemble.
you mean? Yeah.
yeah. I guess so.
You know what I
But that's-
mean?
That's,
So-
that's why it tells me that they're just trying to grasp. They're trying too hard. I don't know.
I mean, I thought they were trying to grasp with fucking
Marky
Mark
Mark.
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg, you know. So
Next up, dude, Saw 11, dude. No,
Don't
no
care.
anticipation. Don't care.
Don't care.
So now we're in September. Now we're in October. This is gonna be one.
This is a.
I would say maybe this definitely fits in the top 10 of anticipated movies,
Yeah.
and it's Joker 2,
Yeah.
Folie à Deux, if that's how you pronounce
Folie
it.
à deux.
And it's
I'm just I thought we were.
I thought it was a one and
I
done.
thought it was a
I
one
know.
and done.
What is DC doing? I'm very. This is just one of those things. Like DC should be putting their resources into
So here's
their
the thing.
DCU.
This is what I was thinking when I found out they were making the second one.
Mhm.
Is
What do you
the
got?
fact- I think they took their. This is such a different direction than anything else
Mhm.
that I feel like just because it did do well, they have to make a second.
Yes.
I don't think it was just that good,
Mhm.
and the way that it was created was so different, and it's the only thing that hit. You know, like truthfully, it was like one of the only things that hit.
Yeah.
And now you're adding Lady Gaga.
Mhm.
I don't know how big of a fan I am of her acting, but I don't think she's going to be bad, and I think she can fit the Harley Quinn of this universe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because this is a Dark Knight universe.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like that type of world,
Mhm.
which is gonna be different, and that's why I think they had to make that second one, and to bring it in. He does so good at it. He's
Joaquin Phoenix
just
is
does such a
great.
good job.
I know.
My problem is that I think they're gonna make it so
Mhm.
close to the first one, and just kind of like her side of it, that you're gonna miss out
Right.
on something. But
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the first Joker just ended well.
Yeah.
It was a complete story.
yeah.
But
Again, it's a comic book. A lot of the time,
Yeah.
there
of
is complete
course.
stories, and you get cut them down, and that's it. But
oh man,
don't
it's
know.
just tough, dude. I mean, I don't know. Todd Phillips, he's a good director.
Yeah.
I forget what movie I watched of his recently that wasn't good.
Todd Phillips,
He directed some other movie. Maybe I'm wrong.
check out his IMDb.
So here we go.
That's
Mini
his
bio.
biography.
Oh, where's filmography?
Toddy Phillips. It's not working, is it?
Oh, here we go. That's weird.
Hey, there we go.
Joker,
Star
A
is
Star is
Born
Born.
sucked.
Star is Born did something. Maybe I was thinking of that.
Limitless, War Dogs. War Dogs was okay.
War Dogs was, I thought, very good.
Project X, meh. Due Date, meh. Limitless, meh.
Maybe hold on. Those are all things he produced.
Produced. War Dogs, he did. Hangover,
War Dog-
of
yeah, yeah.
course. Those,
I thought there was something else.
School of Scoundrels sucked.
Old school,
Starsky and
Starsky and Hutch.
The
Road
first one
Trip.
was good. Old school, yeah. It's just a weird thing that he's coming from. He's coming from these great comedies into.
I know. And then he did do well, like you said, War Dogs, Joker. I thought there was
Yeah.
something else that he was in. And I was like, this is not good.
No, but
Maybe it was
this-
just something that he was in and wasn't
maybe,
directing.
possibly.
But
So,
yeah, I
we'll
would say
see.
top 10. Let's go.
it's just really
dude.
hard to catch lightning in a bottle twice.
I know.
You know.
Speaking of which, Smile 2,
Who the
October
fuck
18th,
cares?
just in time for Halloween.
The
No,
only good
thank
thing
you,
about
dude.
that was
the ad,
was-
the
yeah, that
marketing
was
thing.
it.
That was it.
At the game, it was creepy.
Speaking now, we're in October, obviously, Terrifier 3.
Did you watch the first two?
I watched the second one of the first
Second
one.
I haven't watched any of them. I don't even know what it's about. And,
This guy Art is a clown, and obviously he just
Kills
like,
people.
goes around killing people.
all right, cool. Pass.
Venom 3, pass.
There's nothing.
Why are we making another one?
Why is Tom Hardy making another one? Like, I love Tom Hardy. I think he's awesome in pretty much 90% of the shit he does. Venom just sucks to me. They haven't made it that well. You know who'd actually be fun to watch as Venom? Truthfully, come back is Topher. Right? Was that his name?
Who?
From that 70s show? He played
Oh my gosh!
played the-
Yes,
the
dude.
Black Spider-Man.
Yes. What? No, he played Venom.
Did he play Venom or did
He
he just
did
play
in Spider-Man 3. He played Venom.
He played Venom. Okay.
He did.
I thought he
actually play
played
Venom.
like another version.
He was good at it, dude.
And that's what I liked about him because he was because he's like he gives off that assholeness. Tom Hardy can do fucking Hamlet if he wants to. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it just doesn't. I don't think he works for it. That's all. I just don't think he works for it.
Topher Grace.
Topher Grace, though. I mean, I'd be so annoyed by him that I think I'd be like, all right, Spider-Man. I like seeing that story.
This was a good Venom.
Yeah, look
dude.
at that face, dude. That looks more to me like a Venom.
And the Venom was like still legit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, this would be way better.
No, I agree with that.
And
one,
again,
dude.
I love Tom Hardy. I think I love him in everything he does because he plays these crazy roles that are awesome.
He's great. What was that movie he played where he played the twins?
It's the British
English,
Gangsters.
yeah,
It is called. It's just one word, I think.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was really good, dude.
I love that movie.
But oh wow. Let's see. My mother, a couple comments here. She says boycott AI, and then she
50-50.
says the last Transformers was dumb, and then she says Star is Born was really good, but not as good as the Streisand version.
Yeah, you can't compare it. It's the third one.
Barbara
Like, you're
Streisand
fine.
is
I know.
she's
We
a better
we
actress
don't
than Lady
we
Gaga.
do not touch Barbara Streisand on this show.
Oh my goodness, dude. I
Right?
saw. Yeah, dude. Oh.
All right.
All right.
All right.
My mother also said that Hollywood has no new talent and has to make new stories. No new talent to make new stories
Listen,
instead of these remakes.
I'm telling you, I feel the same way, but it's so hard to get something original. It's almost impossible.
We
to
do
an
see
original.
it though.
Everything's
like,
been to an extent, like
every so often.
but it's like a gem.
It
Like
is-
it
it is a
has to be
gem,
this
dude.
tiny little gem.
Yeah.
And it's been harder and harder because a lot of the
I
stuff
know.
that wins now, again, it's just
Mm-hmm.
biopic shit.
Nothing gets me so more hyped than just an original story. Like you made like Ex Machina.
Yeah.
When I watched that,
Yeah.
that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
But this is like a sick original story
It's really fucking
with
weird.
book ended perfectly.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy is happening. No sequels, no trilogies. It's a good, solid movie, dude.
Agreed.
My mother wants us to make a screenplay.
Oh god.
That
I've
would be
tried.
sick, dude.
Not cool.
I
I can film it. I can't write it.
think we can. I think we.
I think
both can
I think
write
we
it.
can write it. Yeah. All right. 2024. Get ready.
Keep going. Yeah, it's about anticipation. The Gladiator 2 easily. I would say top 8 for me in terms of anticipation. Just because
I'm a little scared.
again, another sequel where it's like, dude, it's been fucking 30 years.
But it's Ridley Scott again.
I know, yeah, but
Then
what,
you start thinking,
what Ridley Scott movie did we see recently that wasn't that good?
oh, it was atrocious. I forget what it was. It was really bad. I'll know it exactly when I see it. Well, fucking Napoleon, they said is bad.
Oh, maybe it was.
They've been shitting on Napoleon. No, there was another one that you and I watched. Recent. Martian was that good? Oh, you know what? I just watched The Counselor again.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah.
Not his best, but not bad.
Director previous.
Napoleon, Behold.
House of Gucci.
House of Gucci.
Oh, and the last
Last
duel
Duel,
too
yeah.
wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
The last duel was fucking brutal. It was tough to get through
Yeah, it was tough to get through.
because it was the same story 3 times,
Yeah.
and it was like very just
I
subtle
forgot he
differences.
did Alien Covenant too.
The Martian was great.
The Martian was,
I love The Martian.
yeah.
So I don't know, man. I know.
We'll see.
Like it's Ridley Scott
It's Ridley
debate
Scott.
is
So-
going to be kind of
So now
slowly
my
going
question,
down.
yeah, but like it's Ridley Scott and they got
Right.
Denzel.
Yeah, but also, I mean, I know you just watched Equalizer
Yeah.
3, but me personally, I think Denzel's stock is also going down.
I think so too. I'm just more interested because he's done so many, like the last one that he did that was like remarkable was oh my god, what was the name of that movie?
Denzel?
Fences.
Fences, yeah.
That was
a
huge
good
for him,
movie.
but that was more of like his acting, you know.
yeah,
like,
that
he
wasn't
was
an action
an
movie.
action. But you know what, dude? I like I said, like you said, actually, I watched Equalizer 3 again.
Mhm.
And for some reason, I don't remember most of it from the first watch. So when I watched the last night, I was like, yeah, it's a little extreme because it's a one man dude. Just it's like a John Wick, but more slick, more hidden, more, you know,
yeah.
very smart and strategic
yeah.
on how to take on
Where, yeah.
100 guys. It's not John
Right.
Wick go in and just shoot everybody.
And ask questions later.
Yeah, you know, like he's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart about it.
He is smart about it.
But again, yeah, the movie isn't the best, but I
Mhm.
think in this setting he might do well. And Pedro Pascal,
Love Pedro Pascal.
he gives me the look of Joaquin Phoenix in it. You know, kind of like this arrogant type dude.
I can
but
see him having a good role.
I think this could be like a 7.5, 8
Yeah.
out of 10 movie if it all comes together.
Mhm.
Because again, Ridley Scott's he's had a little
I'm sure the soundtrack, the score will be
score.
sick.
I mean, who did the first score? What's his face?
Was it Hans Zimmer?
Hans Zimmerman.
I think so.
Hans Zimmerman. I say Hans Zimmer. I think it is Hans Zimmer. I mean, he's done fucking all of it.
Yep.
Yeah. And that shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy, dude. So I would say anticipation high, but I'm skeptical about how good the movie is, but high anticipating. Wicked Part 1, November 27th, coming out with Wicked Part 1. Looks like Ariana Grande's in it. Nah, yeah, it is, starring as Glinda. Ariana Grande can kick rocks, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm good.
And also like film adaptation of the beloved Broadway musical. Wicked has been on Broadway for a decade at least. Well, probably more than that, because my mother, forget it. My mother's seen it like a million times too. So good. Gonna be tough to dictate it. So anticipation low there. Yeah. Next up, December 13th now, The Karate Kid. I'm just worried about it. I mean, Michael is loving the anticipation because he's big on the Cobra Kai show.
Yeah, I know.
And Ralph Macchio, I don't know, dude.
I just think it's interesting that it's Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan.
I know.
I mean, we all know that what's his face passed away, I believe. So the original Mr. Miyagi.
I know.
But I mean, truthfully, he can pull that off. I think in the newer Karate Kid, it was what's his face, Will Smith's kid that really sucked. You know, Jackie Chan is a fucking legend. Jaden, whatever his name is. But
so I don't know. Anticipation low. Next up, Mufasa, The Lion King, a live action, prehistoric remake. Yeah, they can suck it and die. No anticipation. Sonic Hedgehog 3. You mentioned it. High anticipation because the first two were so good.
Yeah, but we lose Jim Carrey, so I don't think Jim Carrey's in this one.
Really?
I think Jim Carrey said that was his last.
Ben Schwartz will as well as the titular character, but said the previous room was expanding the aspect of the video game and yeah. So no mention of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. That's literally the teaser right there.
Lily Rose Depp kind of freaks me out, but that's fine.
For people who don't know, Nosferatu was made back in the day.
Oh yeah. Defoe.
It was no, the original Nosferatu.
Oh, the original way back.
We're talking black and white. We're talking
black and white. We're talking
1920s,
probably.
I think. Yeah, and it's if for people that don't know, Nosferatu is Dracula, pretty much. It's kind of like
he's a different.
It's Dracula. A different Dracula.
He's a vampire, not Dracula.
Exactly.
I guess, technically,
it's kind of like the basis of what Dracula.
Another lore.
It's really weird, but it was back in the day. It was scary, and it was really creepy. You've probably seen the fucking image of the original Nosferatu.
Definitely, dude.
Real old looking, grimy shit.
And Bill Skarsgård is playing him, which I guess is cool.
I mean, he does well as it.
Yeah.
But even that movie, I couldn't. I left the theater on the second one. I was like, this shit's terrible.
Bad.
It was fucking terrible.
So bad. Anticipation kind of low.
Yeah,
I think Lily Rose Depp is a shallow actress as well.
Again, I don't know who she is.
She's she was in that show with The Weeknd. What the hell was that show?
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
And again, but like the show is more about like the shock value. Like how
everything's a fucking shock value these days.
No one
it's the only thing that
cares,
gets shit going.
Spider-Man movie, I don't know, low anticipation, and then that's it, dude. That's it. Not and there's no date, it's just the next year. So I mean, obviously a lot of good things here, a lot of bad things here.
More bad than good.
But let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. Pick one, dude. Most anticipated. Most anticipated. What is your one, dude? If you had to pick one from that list. I know it's tough.
Wow, it is tough. I guess
if you say freaking if
no. Truthfully, all right, I'm gonna give you two. One's the animated version, which is gonna be Inside Out. I love that. I think I'm stoked for that to come out. I think number two, I think Dune for me is gonna be one of those that like I want to finish it and see. Rebel Moon Part 2. I don't know if we talked about it. It's coming out. I want to see how it ends, but I'm not too crazy about it. Twister sucks. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with Dune. I think Dune is the most exciting for me right now, and Deadpool actually.
Deadpool 3, yeah. All right, you gave two, so I'll give two as well, especially because my number one and most anticipated movie is Dune 2. Just because how freaking sick and the first one was the story and the ensemble, the cast,
and we watched the trailer for a second.
So
we had our
dudes.
thoughts, so. It'll be good.
Why can't I think of who directs that? It's not Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. No, I don't think it's
Guillermo?
Guillermo. I don't think it's Guillermo.
Damn it. But since that's my first, I would probably say Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's right. You said that one too.
no, Dennis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Yeah.
So Craven would be my my next one. Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's a good actor.
He is. He is.
And it's interesting too because he was on what the fuck was that movie? I keep thinking Sicario when I think about it, but it's not Sicario because Sicario was with Benicio del Toro, but with Blake Lively, it was him and some other dude.
Huh.
And they were in some weird threesome relationship.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And the movie was like shot like Sicario.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Like same color palette.
Yeah. It was
same
really
style.
dark.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they get in trouble.
And
with,
they're like in the desert somewhere,
Yeah.
like whatever South American country.
Yeah.
And they get like, whatever they're doing.
It's really weird because you're right. They're like a threesome. Like
like they bang
they
each other
date,
together.
everything's like them.
They're
too.
all in love with
Yeah.
each other.
It's almost like the movie Bandits.
Yeah, kind of like Bandits, which was
But like a
also kind of
new-
weird.
But like a new grimy,
A new-
like,
yeah,
Spring Breakers feel to it too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a one-word movie too, whatever. But like,
Isn't Mel Gibson in it?
I think
Is Mel
so.
Gibson like the
Yeah,
bad guy? in it?
Yeah, he's man.
One of those guys. Yeah, I forget. what it is.
But that was like a first introduction to him as an actor. I'm like, this guy's a fucking loser. But then obviously Bullet Train was good.
Of course.
And seeing him like this in Craven, and there was another movie too that was like, all right, he's coming along.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
just everybody has those first
Yeah.
few movies that they take and just might not be that great, and then they pick up on their careers.
So I would say I'm pumped for that.
Yep.
Matt Gabriel pumps his Hi Mary, New Year, love you, had a blessed Christmas party,
yeah.
and then
Not looking to many movies.
love this show, love this guy, and then my mother says not looking forward to many movies. Sadly, my mother says
I
that.
know.
And she says I will watch them though, but I'm not looking forward to them.
Watch.
All right, and then that's our most anticipated movies
Yeah.
of 2024 right there.
Yeah.
And then before we head out, because I know you got to go.
I gotta go.
You got to go.
We can not yet. We got a few more minutes.
2 more minutes. Do you want to do? Can we talk Maestro?
Let's talk about
She's the only one I know who's watched it
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
And I think you said before that you didn't really like it, or it was slow. For you it was
So-
hard for you to get into.
So here is my thing. I
What
mean,
do you got,
it's such
dude?
a very eccentric story.
All right.
It wasn't that I didn't like. I wasn't
Right.
sure if I enjoyed the way they told the story. I don't think I like Bradley Cooper's take on it.
Okay.
I think Bradley Cooper did a fucking amazing job,
Amazing job.
acting and being him
I think his best performance to date.
easily.
Mhm.
He really turned into that character,
Mhm.
like, and it worked. There was little things such as
Mhm.
like, I think, some of the black and whites back and forth was kind of like a little
Yeah.
off to me. I believe they did like, the aspect ratio was like a 4:3 for a while, like little
Mhm.
shit that I
Yeah,
noticed.
yeah.
I think the story alone is good. The wife, the way she had to deal with him, and the way that
Mhm.
he had to deal with himself and finding himself and doing,
Yeah.
again, very eccentric, very weird, quirky. I didn't know the story of
Mhm.
what's his name,
Leonard Bernstein.
Leonard Bernstein. I knew
Yeah.
that he lived in Fairfield. He did all, but I didn't know much about him. I don't know that I know much about him
Mhm.
after the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't feel that connection.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
like
Yeah.
My Week with Marilyn.
Mhm.
The Amy Winehouse documentary was like, you feel certain things. This one was not that. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
didn't do it for me as much.
No, because that seems to be like a prime complaint from people is that they still don't know his story really.
Exactly.
But I mean, I don't know. Leonard Bernstein, I knew him, my mother.
Yeah.
And then I know about his career and stuff like that, and I knew his story.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this movie was maybe a little better for me because I knew
Yeah.
what he was famous for. That being said, people didn't realize. I think people were watching this movie expecting for it to be about his career,
Yeah.
which it wasn't.
No.
They actually made that so evident. They didn't even talk about West Side Story. On the waterfront, he did too. The work he did with his wife in Hollywood. He didn't talk about any of that.
I think it was all skimmed. It was like little pieces.
Yeah. Exactly.
Especially
West
All
Side Story.
Quiet on the West
Oh
Front.
yeah.
That was definitely mentioned in there, if I remember. I just don't
Yes.
remember how, but it was so minimal.
Exactly, because the movie very much so wasn't about his career. It was really more about him and his family.
Yeah.
Which again, for me, because I know what his career was, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a million documentaries out there about him. You can go watch a documentary if you want to learn about his career. But this was a story about what it was like to live with him, to be married to him.
Yeah, to be
a
creative, a full-on creative.
And this movie was so much. It was as much about his wife, honestly, as it was about him.
1,000,000%.
And the impact that their relationship had on each other, the people around them.
They needed each other.
They really did.
That's what you find out.
Yeah.
Like that's the story. The story is that.
Yeah.
Is how you live with a person like that, that's creating stuff and being its own person. And you're hiding the fact that he liked men, talked to them.
Right.
So like it's a very twisted, story that has a lot of characters in it, a lot of pieces. It's tough to put that all in one. So the way they went, the story that they went with was great. I don't think people were expecting it, like you said.
Yeah. And you're just not like it was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah. I thought it was a great length.
Yeah. It
wasn't too drawn out. And again, I very much understood what their relationship was like in the family.
Yeah.
Because again, if they tried to put in his accomplishments, I think it would take away from that storyline. It would drag the movie on. It's not part of it. I love
the beginning. You see that how he became, how he got famous by going in and being the
New York Philharmonic, the replacement, dude.
And
that sequence right there, I thought pulled me in so well. People were saying how they watched 15 minutes of the movie and they couldn't get into it.
Oh, but
I loved it.
That was like you just said, that brought me into it.
It's the black and white. There's a man in his bed. You're not really sure what's going on. And then it's like the drum roll hits and he's moving and the grooving and then there's songs going with him. And I loved like that overhead tracking shot and then right into the performance. And you're like, this is sick. And then you right away get a feel for what type of person he is when he's telling the theater guy, no rehearsal. He goes, with no rehearsal. Like you're getting a little bit of feel of what type of person he is immediately.
But it also, those type of things is what brings it to it not being about his accolades. It's being about who he is. Because you don't need that if you're going to talk about his accolades. You jump right into it. But you're talking about how specific he is. Like, guys, I did this with no practice. I did this with no practice.
Make sure everyone knows that.
No, everyone needs to know.
Yeah.
Even though he's such a fucking master, he didn't need the greatest performance ever. Straight off the bat, and he's still in his mind going like, "Yo, it wasn't that great." That's how that type of creative does. So that was cool to see.
That was so cool. I thought the shots were sick.
Yes.
I love the cinematography. I thought
some of it. That was a little what was off for me. Some
really?
Of the shot, yeah.
I don't know. I think because there were so many one-on-one conversations between people, anyone, or even but specifically Lenny and his wife.
Yeah.
And I feel like that they just changed the shots up so much in those conversations that I enjoyed it. And it was like
a little different time, different place.
Right.
You have to feel.
But each of those scenes, like the scene where they're in their New York City apartment during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they're arguing in their bedroom.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And the whole time it's just that wide shot.
Yeah, but it was perfect.
It was. No, I loved it.
You had to add it. It was the build up to a joke almost,
right?
And the joke was the Snoopy.
You're
seeing all this shit, and then you see Snoopy pass by.
Yeah,
and you're like, first off, holy shit, that's where he lived.
Yeah, right. How sick is that?
Like that's your first impression of just like, dude, this guy lives in a spot where his kids are like, oh, there's Snoopy right there.
Yeah.
From me to you, that's how far it was.
Crazy.
It's insane.
But yeah, I don't know. I love that shot.
It was beautiful
because it was a wide of the room, and they're on either ends of the frame,
and it's a little bit darker on the inside.
And you like while they're talking, because you're so entranced by that point. Because it's like I was saying this too when I was talking about this movie last week. It's like I love those wide shots because it almost made me like lean in to listen.
Yeah,
because I'm like I feel like I'm far away. But then because I'm more into the scene, I'm more like listening to what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then in the background, you're seeing these fucking floats go by, and you're like, what? Like, wow.
The conversation is not the most. Sometimes the conversation is the most important
because they wanted they were arguing at Thanksgiving. In this apartment with their whole family.
You're in a big room with them.
Yeah,
you can tell it's a big room because of that. So it's like if you're sitting in the corner just listening in.
Exactly. I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
Same deal too when they were arguing at their Fairfield house.
Yeah.
And the shot was like in the freaking backyard, and they shot through the fence, and you see their two heads to the fence. I'm like, it was so awesome, dude. And there was so many times too. Like I forget who Lenny was talking about, or talking to, but he's in Central Park or whatever. And again, it's a one-on-one conversation, but the whole time it's on Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Even when the other person is talking. So the whole time you're getting a sense on how he's reacting, what he's thinking about. And it's like it starts a little wide and it's a very slow push in during the entire conversation. Yeah. And I just thought, like, I don't know, to have the confidence of that being your shot for the scene, I just thought it was so impressive.
My problem with that is it's like using a slider shot every time. It's like you've seen it, and I relate it to certain shots, and I go, "That's where it works. That's where." And some I'm like, "All right," it's like trying to pull all the cool tricks into one. You know what I mean? It's like when you figure out how to do like 5 cool things, and you're like, "I'm putting this in every video."
Yeah.
That's how that looked to me. It felt like there was a lot of stuff
they were
that
doing
they were trying
doing that too much.
Too much. I think everything was just a little too much. I was a little lost every once in a while. Again, it could have been. I might not have paid attention as well as I should have been, but still, it wasn't something I could go back and I'm like. But then I would go back and be like, "Oh, that whole thing didn't fucking matter." It didn't really, in the scheme of the whole movie, I didn't really miss anything, because again, it wasn't accolades. It was just the guy. So if you miss one little piece of it, the next scene is going to be something more fucked up. That was the other thing. It's just like the escalation of shit happened that you're like, "Oh, I missed this little fight. The next fight's going to be bigger.
Yeah.
The next thing's going to be bigger. He's going to do this." So I don't know. But either way, I think it was a good movie. I think Bradley Cooper acted amazing.
So did what's her name? Carrie Mulligan, the wife.
She did.
Again,
when she walks out. When she walks out.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That was really
was brutal.
Dressed
to the nines, what was it? Another symphony or an opera or something?
Yeah.
And she just walks, and you just see her walking by with that whole side of just people like adoring. And you just see her walk by. Again, like you said, wide shot, no movement. She's just in her heels. The silhouette of her looks amazing. Like, just worked.
It did work. And again, I thought what was also really cool with those wide shots is that the takes were really long. Like there was no cuts,
which
a lot of the time
some people off.
You think I love that because I think
you got to remember where we're at. Where we're at in society where everything's fast. All the fast, like boom, 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 boom. So when you do bring it down to something like that, like people are like, wait, and sometimes you're anticipating, like waiting for the cut, waiting for the cut.
But no, I loved it.
I like the slow
because again, it's like, I mean, it's a huge testament to the production crew and the acting to be able to be in that scene without making a mistake, like for 7 minutes, like that's not easy. Again, a lot of those conversations were that one shot, no cuts, and it's like that's a tough scene to get through, dude. Like if you're an actor, that's why I thought it was more indicative of Bradley Cooper's
vision of it.
And his vision.
Yeah, because he knows. He knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. And again, we talk about Todd Phillips. He helped produce. So did Scorsese and Spielberg. I mean,
it's an important story.
It really is.
It really is. So, and I think people like Scorsese. He loves film, so he's gonna support shit like this because it is, and that's the type of shit he likes too. It's like the older generation of watching these movies where it is all about the acting. It's all about the story. The movements are very smart, but like you don't get 20 fucking cuts in a 1.5 minute scene. You get picked shots specifically to make you feel a certain way. It's not like, hey, let's just get coverage.
Exactly.
It's this is the way this is going to be shot, and here's why. It's going to be a 7-minute shot.
I mean, it was their influence, I think, on the movie, like Spielberg's and Scorsese's, was very evident.
Of course. Of course.
And it was dope. I don't know. I thought it was one of the better movies I've seen in a long time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can compare it to be like, hey, this one was better. This is another one of those biopics that worked. A lot of them fail.
Yeah.
The last one for me was, I didn't watch the Elvis one, but that was the last one that I think was pretty big.
Yeah, that was really good.
Is that the last? That's probably the last biopic that was last year's.
Yeah. Then Blonde kind of fell short.
Blonde didn't do well. No. So it is. So for things that have come out, I don't think I think it did well.
Yeah. No, I think so too.
To have nothing to compare it to.
And I'm hyped for Bradley Cooper. I think that's like, dude, so
I've liked
sick
Bradley
him,
Cooper
dude.
fucking forever. Since he started, I liked him. So
and then I guess that's really it about the movie.
Yeah.
Maestro is good.
Good talk.
Fairfield. They filmed at his house, in Fairfield.
Oh yeah. He was at the Sea Grape.
He was at the Sea Grape.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
partying with
that's-
DiCaprio too, and someone else, Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, was there with him. Something
That's
like
so
that. It was
sick.
something weird. Yeah, they rented a house, and he was just chilling in Fairfield for a while.
Pretty sick.
Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
But yeah. So if you haven't seen Maestro yet, go watch it on Netflix.
Go watch it.
Because it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
And I would say, give it a little chance. And I know the society, the quick cuts, the short attention spans, but just sit down.
Listen, this isn't for Barnes.
and
okay?
no, this isn't.
This isn't a movie for Barnes.
Put your phone down and listen. Another thing too, like they covered a large period of time.
Yeah.
And they didn't there was no little lower third popping up. It says 1977.
You have to pay attention.
You there's context clues.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what. I was lost sometimes, and you have to a lot of times I understood where we were at in time based on the news that was on the TV in the background.
Again, probably the way that he planned it.
Oh, absolutely. Because again, I don't know, sometimes when you just see a wide drone shot of a city and it says 1955, I'm like,
here.
all right, that's
That's lazy.
that's cool. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's a little tacky.
If not done right.
Exactly. And I think they did it quite right. So that's all I got for Maestro. How are we doing on time? You gotta go?
I'm done.
You're done. All right, let's do it, bud.
But no, I think not like I need to leave in 3 seconds, but let's close off the show nicely.
No, yeah, let's close it nicely.
I did see that you put up Pokemon
Concierge.
What do you think?
Did you watch it?
I watched the first 15.
So the first episode, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
Because that 20-minute episodes.
Yeah.
I love the stop motion.
You like the stop motion?
I think it's really cool.
It just throws me off a little. The textures are great, though.
The textures are so cool. That mud kip looks like a toy, an actual toy. And then some people look like a thread, like a yarn that was stitched.
That was Rattata.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's the other one that was chasing him at the beginning?
Not the Psyduck.
No. It was the ferret looking dude.
Oh, yeah. I think that
I'm
Pokemon
talking
is
about the
called
right at the
Ferret.
beginning.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, I like to see all the new Pokemon too.
Yes,
You
and
know.
it's definitely a different take.
Yeah.
On how to show Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not battling. It's
like Animal Crossing.
You're living.
almost.
Yeah, you're living with Pokemon.
And it's interesting that woman, the main character, Hiru,
Yeah.
whatever her name is, how they kind of presented her.
I got dumped.
Got dumped, lost her
my
job,
job.
had to just leave.
Yeah.
And she finds, something that looks happy to her,
Pokemon Island.
Pokemon Island, dude. And it's very cool. I just don't know where I don't know what to expect from it. I don't know. And again, there's nothing to compare it to really. It's just so I don't even know what to think about it.
Yeah.
The 20-minute episodes, I mean, we flew, Mike and I watched, we flew through the first 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And that's the whole first season.
Yeah.
So it's where are we going with it though?
That's that was my other question. It's you get to the point you're like, well, you could do this forever.
I know.
But
and it's
how much will you actually have people watch?
I'm also confused. Who do they want to be their audience?
Agreed. I don't know if it's
Is it for kids or not?
I watched RJ watched for 2 seconds.
Really?
And he goes, "Where's Ash and Pikachu?"
Yeah. And then I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Also, Mike and I maybe we just flubbed it, but we watched it in Japanese with the subtitles, thinking that was the only thing you could. No. I know.
I watched it in English.
But I did enjoy. How was it in English?
Good.
Yeah.
That might also be why I was a little off.
Maybe
because the way that they translate it is very oh, I like these.
Yeah.
Come to this place.
I know. Reading the subtitles and having Japanese was cool, but again, I mean, jury's still out.
We'll see.
Pokemon Concierge.
We'll see what they do.
I mean, listen, we watched the behind the scenes, the making of, and
I can only imagine.
I mean,
that's a
remember when they
skill
opened the briefcase and it's 100 different facial
I don't even
expressions
wanna
of
talk
the
about
woman, and you're like, oh my god, dude, how do you keep track of that shit?
It's nonstop.
So it's impressive to see that, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Jury's out, and I haven't heard much about a season 2 or anything yet, so we'll see.
See what happens.
But I would say if you're into Pokemon, you have some time.
Check it out,
dude. Literally 20 minutes.
Yeah,
an
it's
episode.
fun to watch.
Some of them,
mean,
I think the third episode was 14 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's quick. It really does go by super quick.
I love it.
So check it out if you haven't yet. And then I want to thank everyone for tuning in today.
Yeah.
Great way to
with
kick
us.
off the new
Hell
year. Yeah, we have people interacting, from
Yeah.
Instagram.
Everybody on Instagram, everyone on TikTok, everyone on everybody that's watching.
Yeah,
us.
dude.
Love
you
it.
guys are the best.
Appreciate it.
I hope you guys, have your own anticipated movie. And if you haven't, come tune in on Friday. You can talk about it, figure it out. You have a few days.
Hell yeah.
Watch The Maestro. Come talk about it with us on Friday. We'll be back
and if
here
you
on
have any
noon.
suggestions, let us know.
Dude, if
let
you
us
at
know.
any point watch a movie you want to talk about,
Let us know.
call the number on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
And you can come into the show and we can talk about it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I love talking about movies with people who love movies.
Absolutely.
Like, it's dope, dude. Like this Maestro talk was great.
It's good stuff.
And then, if you enjoy this type of content, go over to Downtime TV on YouTube, where you can watch any other older episode of Binge Buddies Sportsport Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., as well as the Dream is Free podcast, the Gaming Corner, which will be on later tonight at 6 o'clock.
Ooh, some Madden
Barnes
over
is going to
here?
be in studio. We're doing sports.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can catch the Gaming Corner every Wednesday night, which we'll be on tomorrow night as well. Obviously,
What are you
this
playing
is the
tomorrow
one-off.
night?
Tomorrow night, I think, will be Mario Strikers on the Switch.
Yeah, I like it.
Because again, a good online presence there too, where we
Ooh.
popped into a match right away.
I might have to get it and then jump
Dude,
on and play with you guys.
Yo, it's so much fun.
Oh,
bro.
all right. We'll
Like
see.
they were like you're talking sometimes like it's nothing. Like the goalies are good, dude.
I love it.
And so you're like that.
That's
one
even
goalie,
better.
like, yeah, dude. Oh my god. Dude. Yeah,
Love it.
it's almost like semi-realistic soccer. Like it's crazy. You would think, oh, just goal.
No,
There's
no.
defense,
Challenge,
baby.
baby.
Yeah,
Challenge.
dude. And yeah, so we'll see you back here 10 o'clock. Sportsport tomorrow. Oh, what am I saying? I'll see you at 6 o'clock tonight.
6
Gaming
o'clock
Corner.
tonight,
Let's
baby.
fucking go, people. Happy New Year. If I don't see you again, bye, Manny.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.